Good morning, good morning, good morning, people. It is morning. It's so good to be here with you guys on this monumental Monday. Thank you guys for tuning in this morning. Thank you guys so much. You guys could have been anywhere else, but you guys are here with me. And for that, I'm forever grateful. So, you guys, welcome to the Breakfast Show with Marisha Lashay. As I stated before, thank you guys for dropping by this live this morning. This is season 2. If you missed out on the opportunity to view season 1, please feel free to head to the YouTube channel. Episodes are being added constantly. We have at least 10 episodes up there, so please check it out. Let us know what you think. It will be on the One Man Army Network YouTube network channel. So please check it out. There's other content up there as well by Mo Morris, my father, and my cousin Kennedy. So I thank you guys for that. Come on and let's celebrate the second season. Okay, I do not take this lightly of this breakfast show. I want to give tribute first and foremost to God, who is the head of my life, and making it possible for me to be able to actually do this. Thank you to my biggest supporters, my parents. You guys know what you all have instilled in me as far as my morals and my principles. Thank you for that. Thank you for my constant supporters. You all know who you all are. And shout out to my son. Mommy loves you. So I am Marisha Morris. However, I go by the name Marisha Lashay, which was given to me by my father when he gave me that name. It's a combination of my first name as well as my middle name. I've been using that name since I've been doing video content, which started last year in November. So I'm definitely grateful for the journey. I am the host of this awesome show. I'm originally from Chicago and I'm checking in from Hotlanta. I'm back in the building, Hotlanta. You never know where I'm checking in from, so always stay tuned. All right. So just to provide you guys with a quick background. What is the Breakfast Show with Marisha Lashay? Well, this platform was created to engage an audience worldwide with thought-provoking questions or statements. We want to be able to encourage open dialogue to gain insight on multiple perspectives on a question or a statement as previously stated. Today is day 12 for the Breakfast Show, and the show will be in effect for the next 18 days. So welcome again, and I hope that you guys will join this journey with me over the course of time. So for the next part of the show, we have the quick check-in. When we do a quick check-in, this allows us to be able to measure what we are feeling on a daily and where we stand mentally. So it's measured on a scale 1 to 10, 1 being the worst day of your life, 10 being the best day of your life. And you can be off the scale. You can be a negative number, which is you feeling really, really down, really, really blue. Or you could be 1,000 affinity, whatever that you choose to be for whatever reason. So when this portion of the show occurs, I just need you all just to drop your numbers in the comments below box. If you do not feel like sharing, that is totally fine. There's no pressure. It's just open lines of communication and just wanted to hear from viewers, okay? Also, the same thing goes for, whenever that we have content, drop the content, then you guys are free to, drop what you feel, chime in, drop your 2 cents, drop your thoughts and everything. It is welcome. So today I am a good solid 50. Got up. I had some good rest. Not only with the rest, but aligning my spirit of meditation and got good praise and worship in this morning. Prayer, devotionals, working on that, getting into my word, and get my spiritual nourishment. So I'm a good 50 today. Today's going to be a really productive day, a pretty long day. I am returning back to work in a few hours, so that's a blessing. Spring break was awesome, well needed, very productive. And this week is going to be productive as well. So giving honor to God for that. So moving on. The question is today, Dear Rainbow, how are the colors arranged and what does each color represent? Okay. I read the question again. Dear Rainbow, how are the colors arranged and what does each color represent? All right. So today's question is a little bit different than the questions that we have been focusing on. So I wanted to go in a different direction with this question. So I have two articles for you guys that breaks down the understanding of what an actual rainbow is. So, did you know that rainbows are considered visible light? So with visible light, let me explain. The visible light spectrum is the segment of the electromagnetic spectrum that the human eye can view. More simply, this range of wavelengths is called visual light. Typically, the human eye can detect wavelengths from 380 to 700 nanometers. Okay? Wavelengths of visible light. All electromagnetic radiation is light, but we can only see a small portion of this radiation. The portion we call visible light. Cone-shaped cells in our eyes act as receivers tuned to the wavelengths in this narrow band of the spectrum. Other portions of the spectrum have wavelengths too. Excuse me. Too large or too small and energetic for the biological limitations of our perception. As the full spectrum of visible light travels through a prism, the wavelengths separate into colors of the rainbow because each color is a different wavelength. Violet has the shortest wavelength at around 380 nanometers, and red has the longest wavelength at around 700 nanometers. So you mean to tell me that all this time that I've seen rainbows as a kid, that this is wavelengths all along? Is that what you're telling me? And wavelengths are visible light based on a spectrum. So these colors are arranged based on their wavelengths. Red having the longest red length and violet having the shortest. I never knew. Nobody ever taught. I mean, wow. Even being a biology major in college, we talk about wavelength and spectrum, especially in biology and in chemistry. But we never address like the rainbow. But I've always seen like these. But the funny part is, I've always seen like this color arrangement, even in science books and things like that, but never dug deep enough to understand. So that's really really cool. Second article, we want to know what the rainbow means. So, rainbows as signs of thank you, hope, and solidarity. All right. Rainbows are a symbol of hope in many cultures. They appear as perfect arts, often during a rainstorm when the sun shines onto water droplets, shattering its white light into an array of brilliant colors. They are actually full circles, but to see the half that falls below the horizon, you will have to view the rainbow from the sky, such as the plane. In the Christian culture, a rainbow promises better times to come. So, like in the biblical story of Noah, after the great flood, it was a sign that people could go forth and multiply without fear of another drowning. Rainbows are frequently represented in the Western art and culture as a sign of hope and promise for better times to come. Interesting. We also view rainbow as where it marks where leprechauns have buried a pot of gold they stole from the Vikings. But since you can only see a rainbow if you're far away, they appear to move as you move. The promise remains exclusive somewhere over the rainbow. Dreams come true and trouble melts like lemon drops. Based on The Great Wizard of Oz musical. But this magical place is unobtainable. She laments. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can I? Okay. Others say that it is a spirit in the sky. Rainbows are relatively common meteorological phenomena, predominantly seen by every human since the dawn of our species. And across the world, cultures have sought diverse meaning in a translucent arc in the sky. Interesting. today I really learned something. Never thought about it like that. Well, you guys, your thoughts on that topic. Really, really interesting. Really thought provoking. Never thought about it like that. So, you guys, please take the time to tune in, view this video to learn something new today. Thank you guys for sharing your time with me. That is the close of our show. I will definitely see you all tomorrow on The Breakfast Show with Marisha Lashay. You all have a monumental Monday, and stay tuned later on for the lunch boost. Thank you. Thank you.